In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. All right, you can take your seats. Although some didn't allow their lungs to expand, I don't know how they're breathing in. But I want to talk about an area that they usually don't discuss at the health events, right? And we had the after effects of this, right?
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Okay. How should food be cooked? Okay, let's see. Did you know that poor cooking is a sin? Councils on Diet, page 251, paragraph 1. It is a what?
Sin.
Come on now.
Sin.
Huh?
Sin.
Sounds like a mixed multitude. It is a what? Sin. To do what? Place on the what?
Table.
Because the matter of eating does what?
Well-being of the entire system.
Okay. The Lord desires His people to do what? Appreciate the necessity of having food prepared in such a way that it will not make sour. And in consequence, sour. So could it be that our sour tempers are linked to due to
For cooking.
Amen?
Amen.
Okay, let's proceed. Let us remember that there is practical religion in the loaf of what? Bread. Christ says in John chapter 6 that He is the what? The bread of
Life.
that came from where?
Heaven.
From heaven, okay? A knowledge of cookery worth how many talents? Let not the work of cooking be looked upon as a sort of slavery. Those who don't want to get into the kitchen. Okay. What would become of those in our world if all who are engaged in cooking should give up their work with the flimsy excuse that it is not sufficiently dignified? Cooking may be regarded as less desirable than some other lines of work, but in reality, it is a science in value above how many sciences? Thus, God regards the preparation of healthful what? Food. He places a high estimate on those who do faithful service in preparing what? Wholesome, palatable food. Can we give a hearty amen to Brother Emmanuel Smith?
Amen.
One more time.
Amen.
Because it really takes skill to prepare meals. Because I told you, before you enjoy the meal in your lips, you enjoy it with your what?
Eyes.
With your eyes. It's pleasing, so you get spiritual nourishment as well as physical nourishment, okay? But eventually, good food, what does good food do? Builds up the body. But what exactly are we looking for? What are we looking for? Good blood. Do not forget that point, because the life of the flesh is in the what? In the blood. Okay. The one who understands the art of properly preparing food and who uses this knowledge is worthy of higher commendation than those engaged in what? Okay. This talent should be regarded as equal in value to how many? For its right use has much to do with keeping the human organism in health. Because so inseparably connected with life and health, it is the most valuable of all gifts. Question: who is giving us this message? God. Okay? respect due to the cook. She says, I prize my seamstress. I value my copyist. But my cook, who knows well how to prepare the food to sustain life and nourish the what?
Brain.
And
Muscle.
what is the relationship between those three? Come on. Come on.
It's a membership.
Where does God do his sealing?
In the brain.
In the frontal lobe, right?
Yeah.
And what happens in the bone? Blood is manufactured where? In the bone. In the marrow. And that is where also the white blood cells are manufactured.
Wow.
Amen? And what do the muscles do?
Strength.
Who wouldn't be walking around? Okay? So if we're not in good health, what happens? Okay, so this fills the most important place among helpers in our families. Ellen White says that. That's what she said there. So, to cook well, to present healthful food upon the table in an inviting manner requires intelligence and experience. The one who prepares the food that is to be placed in our stomachs to be converted into blood to nourish the system occupies a most important and elevated position. Amen?
Amen.
Okay. The position of copyist, dressmaker, or music teacher cannot equal in importance that of the what? Testimonies, volume 3. Okay? Amen?
Amen.
Many who adopt the health reform complain that it does not agree with them. But after sitting at their tables, I come to the conclusion that it is not the health reform that is at fault, but the what? Holy prepared food. So the problem is how to prepare these meals. Okay? So I appeal to men and women, she says, to whom God has given intelligence. Learn how to cook. I make no mistake when I say men, for they, as well as women, need to understand the simple, healthful preparations of food. Amen? Their business often takes them where they cannot obtain wholesome food. They may be called to remain days and even weeks in families that are entirely ignorant in this respect. Then if they have the knowledge, they can use it to good purpose. And I didn't put this quotation up there, but she mentions and she says that by just preparing a good meal, a healthy meal, will change an entire sermon of a pastor. Do we know the relationship? Yes, we do. Good food, get the nutrients, nourish the blood. Good blood, good. We'll keep saying that. Good thoughts. Okay? Good thoughts, good actions. Good actions, they develop, eventually they become habits, and the habits repeated becomes your character. Amen? Please, you need to keep that in mind. So, connected with our sanitariums and schools, there should be cooking schools where instruction is given in the proper preparation of food. In all our schools, there should be those who are fitted to educate the students, both young men and women, in the art of cooking. Women especially should do what? And what is happening, sadly, in today's era? Many are running to fast food stalls, restaurants. Why?
Because it's lazy. You don't want to cook.
So we need to raise up cooking. We need to have cooking classes. Seriously.
Amen.
It's one of the areas, actually, I hear many medical missionaries teaching and doing all that stuff, but one of the areas that is commonly neglected is how to prepare healthful meals. So, changing from a meat diet, so we advise you to change your habits of living. But while you do this, we caution you to move understandingly. I am acquainted with families who have changed from a meat diet to one that is impoverished. Their food is so poorly prepared that the stomach loatheth it. And such have told me that the health reform did not agree with them, that they were decreasing in physical strength. Here is one reason why some have not been successful in their efforts to simplify their food. Okay? And we have a big issue today called vitamin B12. Amen? Amen. Where did that come from?
The deficiency.
Could it be that people do not understand how to prepare these meals? Because we are told fruits, grains, nuts, and vegetables have all the nutrients that man requires. What did God give Adam and Eve? Originally. Did it have B12 in them? We need to be careful on this point, because many have gone back to the flesh. Why? Because it is said that that is where they can draw their sources of what? B12. We need to search out this matter seriously and religiously. It's a big issue. But I'll ask the question, where do the animals get their B12 from? They eat the grass. That's common sense to me. Amen? Food is prepared without painstaking, and there is a continuous sameness. There should not be any, there should be many kinds there should not be many kinds at any one meal. But all meals should be composed of the same kinds of food without variation. Food should be prepared with simplicity, yet with a nicety which will invite the appetite. Okay, there we have our appetite. Did God give us appetite? Yes. Is appetite a good thing? Yes. Amen? Yes. But when we abuse it, what happens?
We pervert it.
It becomes perverted, okay? So you should, she says you should keep grease out of your food. It defiles any preparation of food you may make. Eat largely of fruits and vegetables. Amen?
Amen.
So poor cooking a cause of disease. For want of knowledge and skill in regarding to cooking, many a wife and a mother daily sets before her family ill-prepared food, which is steadily and surely impairing the digestive organs and making a poor quality of blood. The result is frequent attacks of inflammatory diseases and sometimes death. Okay? So we have a cause. We can have a variety of good, wholesome food cooked in a healthful manner so that it will be palatable to all. It is of vital importance to know how to cook. Poor cooking produces disease and bad temper. There it is again. The system becomes deranged and heavenly things cannot be discerned. There is more religion in good cooking than you have an idea of. When I have been away from home sometimes, I have known that the bread upon the table, as well as most of the other food, would hurt me. But I would be obliged to eat a little in order to sustain life. It is a sin in the sight of heaven to have such food. Wow. Okay. Scanty, ill-cooked food depraves the blood by weakening the blood-making organs. It deranges the system and brings on disease, with its accompaniment of irritable nerves and bad tempers. The victims of poor cookery are numbered by thousands and tens of thousands. Over many graves might be written, died because of poor cooking, died of an abuse stroke. That's ministry. This is serious, brethren. It is a sacred duty for those who cook to learn how to prepare healthful food. Many souls are lost as a result of poor cookery. It takes thought and care to make good bread, but there is more religion in the love of good bread than many think. There are few really good cooks. Young women think that it is menial to cook and to do other kinds of housework. And for this reason, how many who marry and have the care of families have little idea of the duties developing upon a wife and a mother. Okay. Cooking is no mean science, and it is one of the most essential in practical life. It is a science that all women should learn, and it should be taught in a way to benefit the poorer classes. To make food appetizing and at the same time simple and nourishing requires skill, but it can be done. Cooks should know how to prepare simple food in a simple and healthful manner, and so that it will be found more palatable as well as more wholesome because of its simplicity. And I'll end with regularity in eating is of vital importance. Regularity in eating is of vital importance. There should be a specified time for each meal. At this time, let everyone eat what the system requires and then take nothing more until the next meal. And when Brother Hannigan was speaking, he mentioned the nibbling of, eating at almost every hour. And we know that this clearly damages the system. It breaks down the stomach. Because we really need to understand that once the stomach has been damaged, nutrients will not be absorbed into the bloodstream. And so we have people suffering from ulcers and all kinds of, stomach disorders. And spiritual things cannot be easily discerned because the mind is not clear. So there are many who eat when the system needs no food at irregular intervals and between meals because they have not sufficient strength of will to resist inclination. So what is taking control here? Appetite. Perverted appetite. So when traveling, some are constantly nibbling if anything eatable is within their reach. This is very injurious. If travelers would eat regularly of food that is simple and nutritious, they would not feel so great weariness, nor suffer so much from sickness. So I would encourage you, brethren, to we need to have some cooking classes. Amen?
Amen.
And I believe Brother Emmanuel will be planning on something like that. Amen?
Amen.
We should give an amen to Brother Emmanuel, by the way. Because, cooking is really a science, especially when you have a group of people. And what you put at the table nourishes everyone. And they really like it and love the food. I mean, God has given him that talent. Amen?
Amen.
We should give him the credit. But he can't give the credit to himself. Amen?
Amen.
Amen. So that marks the end of our health nugget. May the Lord be with you this Sabbath day. And let us learn how to be good cooks. Amen?
Amen.
Like the woman at the well, I was seeking for things that could not satisfy. And then I heard my Savior speaking, draw from my well that never shall run dry. Fill my cup, Lord, I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. my cup, fill it up and make me whole. There are millions in this world who are craving the pleasure earthly things afford, but none can match the wondrous treasure that I find in Jesus Christ my Lord. Fill my cup, Lord, I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Fill my cup, fill it up and make me whole. So my children, if the things this world gave you leave hungers that won't pass away, my blessed Lord will come and save you if you kneel to Him and humbly pray. Fill my cup, Lord, I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Fill my cup, fill it up and make me whole. Fill my cup, Lord, I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Fill my cup, fill it up and make